guys, welcome to Silver Lake Honey Channel. It's the first week of September. Perfect timing for some beekeepers to do the feeding, to feed their honeybees. Just in time, I received a couple of the bee feeders to take a look and see what do I think about them. It's the company on Amazon. You can find them, and their name is AOIT. One of the feeder is called 3-pack water feeder and water dispenser for bees. I actually never used one of these. It's supposed to be a water feeder for your bees. I'm assuming that you feed on the entrance of your beehive. And another, I've seen these feeders before. They're called rapid feeders. You can feed water or sugar syrup and or pollen or dry sugar. I actually really like these. I've used them before. I use them for my singles and for nukes, and they're very good. This feeder comes in like a 2-pack. Contains like 3 parts. It's a lid and a feeder and a cover. Cover is rigid so the bees can climb up and down. So the bees don't drown. They can climb. And when you put sugar syrup or water, this bees can go up and down. And this plastic piece is also rigid so the bees can climb on both of these surfaces. This is actually really good. You can put 3 pounds of dry sugar or pollen, and you don't need to cover this cover. So the bees will climb from the inner cover hole and access the feed. When you feed the sugar syrup, you can actually see the bees climbing, and you can see your level and easily refill this container, and it's really easy to clean, and I really like this feeder. So let's check out this bee water. Comes in a 3-pack, and I've never actually used this one. As far as this one, it says water, so the water, you fill this jar with water and then put this yellow part, and then you stick this to entrance. For the entrance feeders, especially this time of the year, I don't like to use them with sugar syrup, because if you put this on the entrance and you have this sugar syrup exposed into this like these slots right here, you'll cause robbing, and other bees will be all over this. So I wouldn't recommend using sugar syrup feeding something like this. On the other side, this rapid feeder, it's closed, and you feed it on top of your hive, top of the inner cover hole. Use some kind of shim, like your medium box or shallow if you have, just to provide the space for this rapid feeder, and then put the lid on top so other bees can't access the feed that you're feeding this time of the year. In the fall, we have big problems when there's dirt with robbing, and other bees will attack, if you feed in front of the hive. But however, you can feed water, you will not cause robbing, because we had drought here in the Midwest in Iowa. It's been a really tough year, no rain. Luckily, we had a break and had rain in the last couple of days. So I wouldn't recommend feeding this one sugar syrup. I would only use as water. If you can use like a couple of these and use sugar syrup, and then put it on top of your frames, and then also use shim, like a medium box. You can use like 2 or 3 of these, and then feed on top of your frames with the shim. But entrance, no, I wouldn't recommend that. The round rapid feeders can be refilled with ease without removing the feeder from the hive. You just look and see. You don't have to expose yourselves to the bees. You just see if it needs the refilling, and you just refill the feeder without removing it from the hive and bees flying all over. This will fit inside 8 or 10 frame supers, and it will hold approximately half a gallon of syrup or water, or around 3 pounds of pollen or dry sugar. It's you can clean it easily or put it in dishwasher. It's just easy to remove and clean. So would I recommend these 2 feeders? I would definitely recommend Rapid Bee Feeder for several reasons. It's easy to use, it's easy to clean, it's easy to refill. You can see the bees climbing. You can refill without disturbing the bees, and I think it's a great feeder. The only thing negative, I think it's a little too small for the regular hives for double deeps, because you would have to refill more often. But to feed medication, to use for nukes, for singles, for splits, I would definitely recommend it. As far as the water feeder, I don't know, it's really small. I would maybe recommend for nukes, for small hives, for water. But as far as syrup, only if it's used on top of the frames and with the cover, with the lid. So in the front, I wouldn't recommend this feeder. I would definitely go with the round rapid feeder. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Happy beekeeping.